Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Aslan here with another crypto update. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. Um, so, I want to just do a quick 5 minute update on the Bitcoin chart and price action. If you guys are following along on Twitter, you should be pretty caught up in the general sense of these moves from this low and then this recent high right here. But in the last update video, obviously we were hovering around this purple box down here and we had a great move up. And so I just want to show you the possibilities of how you can trade this from a practical point of view. It would have been something like this where your stop loss was a little bit under the golden pocket so that you had some room. And then you would enter on that first touch of the golden pocket right here. And if you would have taken this and targeted these highs right here, it would have been a 2R trade. Quite nice. Um, I personally did not take this trade. I was not around on the charts when this hit. I wish I took this trade, but if I had taken the trade, how I would have played it is after this stronger upward push, I would have moved my stop to entry, and then I would have taken half profit right here, and I would still be in the other half, ideally waiting for higher or, you know, get stopped out, whatever comes first. So that's how practically I would have taken this trade. Then I tweeted a lot about this resistance zone yesterday. This, as a reminder, is the all-time high from May of this year. And you can see that this is a strong support zone that we flipped into a resistance zone. And, you know, actually, when we got this first 4 hour close inside of it, I was a bit excited. I was hoping that that was, the key level to hold, and that we would continue pushing up. But then the next candle was a doji, and then flipped red, obviously. So I actually did take a short off of that, um, just so you guys understand how I took this trade. It was an entry on that zone right here, and then I gave it a little bit of room. My stop loss was right at 13K right there, um, just in case we wicked above this candle right here, which we did not. Um, and then obviously the main target is these lows down here, but I actually just took 50% profit right here, and it's a 2.5R trade. So quite nice to wake up to that. We had this move overnight, and right now we're at a key zone where Bitcoin is going to have to make a decision. So this is the 618 of the move from these lows to this high. And you can see initially it bounced on the 15 minute right here. After tapping, we got a decent little bounce and then another big red candle. So nothing decisive quite yet, but personally, it doesn't look super strong. Um, this 786 zone down here looks a little bit better just because it would be taking out this liquidity wick right here as it hits that zone. And we still have the monthly open here. So, if you really wanted to not necessarily force a trade, but if you weren't in anything and wanted to be in something, you could take a trade like this and target the highs. Um, I wouldn't say it's a very high probability trade, simply because we significantly rejected that support zone right here. Um, but as I posted on Twitter, this golden pocket and this 786 are the last two zones to hold. And I think if we do lose this area right here, something like this, then in my opinion, we're going to, break through these lows. And in that case, rotate down to our next purple zone, which starts at about 105K. And so I'll give everybody a refresher on that next zone. Hey guys, real quick, if you need a good place to trade and if you want to support my videos and the channel and you like the uploads that I've been doing recently, check out BitTuneX. They are the world's greatest trading platform in my opinion. They have amazing liquidity and really good user interface. I really like the charts that they have. You can enter directly on the charts and manage your position really, really well on the platform. And right now they're doing a huge deposit bonus campaign. So if you deposit just 2,000 USDT, you're going to get a 400 USDT deposit bonus. So that's 20% paid back to you in the form of a futures bonus, which means you can take that 400 USDT and take trades on the platform. Whatever profit you make from that 400, you get to keep in your trading account. You can withdraw it, you can do whatever you want with it. But it's literally $400 that you can ape in on a trade. And if you make 2-3 R on that, you're making $1,200 that you get to keep all of that. So it's a really good incentive right now if you're a new user. I'll put the link below to sign up, and thank you to all the people who have signed up recently. It really does support my content and allows me to make these videos, and you're trading on the best platform in the world. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to shoot me a DM. Let's get back to the video. So this next zone right here is a very, very high volume zone. This is the highest volume zone from this impulse up actually. And this is known as the point of control right here, this red line. So that's the start of the zone. However, I think it's more likely that we will get a tap of the 786, something like that. Just because, these fibs are all based on math and algorithms. And so we tend to actually tap the fib. However, there could be a scenario where we just hit that point of control and go up. So that's why if you are planning to take a trade on this zone and you just wanted to make sure you didn't miss it, you could enter at that first point of control area and put your stop loss below the 786. Make sure there's enough room in case we have a big wick. And in this case, you would at minimum target the monthly open. That usually gets retested. So that would be right here. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, so monthly open right here at 108,200. That would be kind of like the first area of interest. And then the second area of interest would be, again, that all-time high, strong resistance zone. And lastly, from here, this could be like the actual bottom before the all-time high. And so, you could hold some position for up there. But that's what I would kind of look at. If you wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, you could wait for that exact tap of the 786 and put a stop loss, maybe something like that. And that would just give you a much better risk to reward ratio. I mean, even at the monthly open, that's a 2R. So, that's if you want to be a little bit more aggressive and you don't mind potentially missing the move if it does simply just bounce from this point of control. Because there's also this nice liquidity right here. See that? So just like a quick move down and up, or I could see like a more exaggerated long wick that gets bought up. So again, we're not quite there yet, and I'll probably make another update video before that happens. So there's no rush or anything. We still have to break down between this golden pocket and we have to flip the monthly open. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive too and get a trade, if we just like literally go straight down like this and potentially not break these lows yet, so like something like this where we don't break the low yet, then we start coming up and retest the monthly open, that's another potential where you can short it, something like this, and then carry that short down. So that's another trade idea, um, you know. But if we do break this low and take out this liquidity, it could still play out, but I would be a little bit more nervous to short because I haven't really highlighted this possibility, but it is always a possibility where we just sweep this low and then head up again, and then this purple box ends up still holding. That is possible, but just based on what I'm seeing on altcoins, where I think they do need a little bit of a deeper leg down, I think contextually it makes a little bit more sense to actually go down to this area, because that's more of a 5% move down. Alts do a 10% move down, so that just makes a little bit more sense to me in that case. But yeah, again, let's just see what happens. Look at that. We also have a point of control matching the 786. So again, we shouldn't assume that we're going to this purple box while the current purple box is still holding, right? And so that's another nice piece of confluence I didn't see till now, where if we do retest this monthly open, that's a reason where I could see it holding and then maybe trying this move again. And you never know, we could just break through it at that point and go up. So yeah, let's not assume this box until we lose this one, right? So yeah, good job on everyone being patient in this range. I know it's super choppy. I mean, it's crazy. The good thing is we've been able to play a little bit of ping pong. Like if you were able to catch this long from my previous videos and then catch this short, I mean, you made some decent money on both sides. So let's just keep playing this range. I'll make some more update videos. As always, follow on X, Twitter for the most up-to-date updates. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week. I think that's the perfect amount for how slow or fast this market has been moving lately, to where I'm not repeating a ton of stuff and there's still new information that I can add. So let me know if you guys are liking the videos. Make sure to trade on Bit2Next, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.